first policeman to be charged, a police officer rather, to be charged in Freddie Gray's death. You look at something like this, defense charging, hey, that this was hidden somehow. Does that begin to get you worried that you cannot go down that path? I mean, I imagine we're talking about dismissing the case or having to retry it. Is there enough trouble there, do you think, to spell trouble down the road?
Not yet, Jim, and here's why. What happens is a judge evaluates information that the defense may have or may not have in as much as does it prejudice your defense. And if the case hasn't started yet and the defense would have an opportunity to review and evaluate information, they could hardly claim to be prejudiced. But look at the information we're talking about. Goodson, whose trial is starting, as Miguel Marquez has mentioned, on January 11th, is charged with depraved murder. That's significant, and significant because he was the van driver. The claim, was it a rough ride? Did he do something that was so devoid of, any type of attention? Did he just, with spite, just drive around so that Freddie Gray would be dead? Well, the defense lawyers are making the argument that we want information here, that he, A, may have had a pre-existing back injury, and therefore, it would have been more likely that potentially this was self-inflicted. Why? Because the other argument, Jim, is that he was bouncing around, and there apparently is a witness that establishes, according to the defense, that he was knocking himself around in the back of the van, and he did it himself. And then, of course, the defense wants information about a previous occasion where they claim, there's a claim, that Freddie Gray, while in police custody on another occasion, was attempting to harm himself. So as long as the defense has this information prior to trial and are prepared to litigate the information during the trial, it doesn't represent prejudice to them, and the matter may move forward.
Gotcha. Okay, understood. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Miguel. And Happy New Year to all of you.